Shriyakal Janab, Yala Unnar Veeru, Banara, hey, Mimmalni, and Babu Mushai. How you doing? Bhalo? Alright everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to United Voice of Women. And yes, of course, this is Vani with you. And I am ready to take you on another beautiful journey of United Voice of Women. And I can't wait to introduce you to my lovely gift. My lovely... what happened to me? My lovely gift, I said.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what? Yes, this beautiful lady that's waiting for me here is a gift. Definitely. And you will know what I mean when you sit and watch us through the show. It is really a revelation. I'm so in love with it that I can't wait anymore. So can we just quickly get on to this journey? Come on, let's go. Everybody, you are beautiful, I am beautiful, we are beautiful, and that's what we celebrate when we come here to present to you another brand new episode of United Voice of Women. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, of course, this is Vani with you, and officially it is time for UVW. An ode to the woman, a celebration of women, encouragement for women, and of course, inspiration by and for a woman. Only and only here on this beautiful platform that Mana TV5 has given to us. And am I grateful, thankful, pleased, excited? I can't thank each one of you enough, guys, for being so wonderful and coming in with me, joining me in this beautiful journey that I am having, the ride of my life. Okay, I never ever thought this was possible, but hey, it is, and it's all happening because each one of you out there is contributing to it more than you would ever know. So I have to say thank you once again, and I have to say this platform that gives you know, a lot of women an opportunity to come here and share their journey actually is not just for us. Okay, it is also for this particular woman who is doing it for us, because she's been kind enough to be our friend and talk to us about her life. But you know what, when she's actually reminiscing her past, when she's taking us through her journey, she's actually going back all the way. And then I'm sure while trying to talk to us about it, she's actually reliving some very beautiful memories. Okay, and this is a nice way to count your blessings also, isn't it? Among many other things that this beautiful journey of hers is actually doing for you, me, and for her, I think this is one additional thing that I realized recently. She can actually start counting her blessings and be so happy about all these wonderful things that have happened to her so far. And if she's able to sit here and talk about them, that means all the bad things that she actually had, you know, through her life, she is healed in a way, you know. Only then she's able to talk about it the way she's able to. So we all actually heal. We just don't want to let it go. That's the only problem if we are not feeling as happy as we deserve to be. So yes, once again, another new guest, another new journey, and I just can't wait to introduce you to this gorgeous looking lady sitting here. The minute I walked in, the first thing she says is, I have a feeling that we're going to be great friends. Wow, I definitely think so. And I think a lot of you out there would think so too. We could all be great friends because there's so much in common. So, okay, without any further ado, let's say ta-da! Presenting to you a brand new guest, our new friend on UVW. This is Jyoti Soni.
Oh, wow. My God.
Welcome, gorgeous.
Thank you. Did you breathe through that?
I get so excited.
I know,
I get
I know.
so excited.
Well, I'm so impressed because there's no teleprinter, there's no script, and she went on, and she was like, she rattled it, like, so amazing, amazing. So all that power, the energy, very inspiring, and you're so dedicated, and it's so selfless, Vani, what you're doing, and it's amazing, and I love
I'm
it.
gaining a lot out of it.
Yeah, you are. You're
Jyoti.
right.
So I
Yeah.
can't say I'm selfless totally. It's giving me so much.
Yeah. When you share, you give power, you get power back. I absolutely agree.
So much.
And
I can't wait to, like a sponge, absorb everything that comes my way from this beautiful, radiant face of yours.
Thank you,
gorgeous smile of
thank
yours. So you will have to tell us everything behind it. Okay, first things first.
Okay,
have you
go
ever
ahead.
watched any episode of United Voice of Women?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And in fact, I did a little bit of homework to get to know, what you're all about and what do you talk about when you get up here, and which is why I was very, very excited to be here.
Okay.
So great job. I mean, we women, especially as Indian women, we need a lot of support, a lot of power, and you're doing a fantastic job bringing us out of the closets and come out here and speak our hearts out.
Thank you.
So commendable. I congratulate you. You're
Thank
doing
you
a great
so
job.
much.
Great job.
So what is the takeaway for you when you watch an episode of UVW?
I think, it helps us to resonate as women. We all, we resonate, and a lot of us don't have voices. Again, like I spoke a little earlier, it's a cultural thing because, when you're raised as a typical Indian family back home, as a woman, you're expected to be your demeanor has to be low profile. You have to be respectful. You're not supposed to be loud. You're not supposed to whistle. You're not supposed to air your views because that's for the boys. I was raised in a family where we were 5 daughters and 1 son. 5 sisters and 1 brother. But fortunately, my father was very liberated.
Awesome.
But still, there was a pressure. It was like beta hai and beti hai. There's a big line in between.
Correct.
So I think culturally, women out there, today's times have changed. It becomes a part of our nature not to speak, even if there's something that bothers us or something that we don't like doing, we still accommodate.
And that is still prevalent.
Yes. It is
So there's not
prevalent.
much of a difference. There is a lot of difference, but in terms of being
It's
a
true.
woman for us,
Yeah.
it's not much has not changed.
Yeah, and
when you
it's-
say we can't say what we want to say.
And it's funny you say that. It's not just about the Indian woman, it's women across the
the
board.
globe. Yeah.
It's across the board because as a woman, see, you're born, you're a nurturer, you're a mother. So what does the mother do? First, she worries about her children, then she will be the last one to eat. Doesn't matter, she's from India, Afghanistan, or from Honolulu, or Timbuktu, or right from here. It doesn't matter. It's not about just being an Indian woman. Women in general, that's how we are hardwired. God made us and built us like that. We always put ourselves at the bottom of the list. Sometimes we don't even put ourselves on the priority list. You don't exist. By the time you've taken care of your children, your laundry, your food, and there's no time for you. So I think this is a great platform. It's like coming to, using Wani's desk as a punch bag to vent out like this is this, or like speak out your mind. And women really do need to do that. So when I hear another woman saying something like that, I'm like, yeah, right, I feel that way too. Yeah, she's right. Yes, I should do that. I should delegate. I should ask for help. I should reach for help. Why am I trying to be a god all the time?
Exactly.
Every woman wants to be a perfect wife, a perfect sister, perfect daughter.
Which
And what
is
happens to
perfect,
us?
by the
What is
way.
perfect? Exactly. There is no such thing as
To
perfect.
each their own.
To each their own,
Because we're all
exactly.
trying to be perfect, but yet we are all struggling.
Struggling.
So if we were
Struggling.
so perfect, why would we be struggling?
Yes.
Right? So that means
Yeah.
it's not just about we thinking we are doing it perfectly. It's
Yes.
about how we're being perceived.
Are we being
All
perceived, or
right?
we're being judged, or,
and,
yes.
And we are not in control.
We're not, absolutely. But see, Vani, it all takes a lot of, practicing to get where you want to be. So I think this is a great platform where we tell women, listen, you can be yourself. It's like after you've had a woman, everybody's expecting you to lose that weight, shed that weight, and become a sweet 16. You know, you've had 2-3 children. Your hormones have gone through havoc. How do you expect me to look like a 16-year-old?
Why should
Why
you?
should I?
Why should
After
you?
3, I mean, we don't tell the men. I mean, in spite of the fact that they don't go through pregnancies, some of them probably have a lot of weight than the women do.
So
but why is
true.
such a peer pressure for women? We always have to be looking proper and pretty and slim and trim.
Jyoti,
It's a lot of pressure.
I'll ask you a question.
Tell me.
When you say that there is a lot of pressure on women,
Yeah.
Recently I asked somebody else on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It was a group saying something, and it was saying, "Oh, how sad! Sri Devi, she had so much of
Yes.
pressure,
Yeah.
etc." I just want to ask you, forget about Sri Devi. We
Yeah.
wouldn't know her world because
Yeah.
we don't live that world.
Yeah.
But we in this world that
We're
we,
just
you and
judging
I
from
live
what we
in-
know.
Yeah, but in this world that where you and I live in is quite similar.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Somebody lives in a bigger house, somebody
Yeah,
drives a
yeah.
better car.
Of
but,
course.
but more than that, we're not too different.
No, we're
right?
not
all
too-
of
yeah,
us.
we all programmed
we're
same way.
almost
Yeah,
the
DNA
same
is the
kind of
same.
life,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So tell me, in this part of our world, who is holding a gun? Because I've never seen anybody holding a gun to my head and saying that you with your 175 pounds are not okay. I've always seen that people accept me, love me, they give me most compliments. So I'm thinking, if you love yourself enough, everybody around you does it automatically.
Absolutely. And who set that yardstick?
Who put a gun?
Who put a gun that you got to lose weight? And also, at the end of the day, what medal and from whom are you trying to win that? As long as
Yeah.
you're happy with yourself, that's all that matters.
That's right. Because right now you were just talking and you said, this pressures of
Yeah,
wanting to
yeah.
keep, where is that pressure coming from is what I'm trying to
I
understand.
think it's the commercial world, the marketing of the lipsticks and the eyeliners and all, portraying through the advertising always, okay, you can slim down, you can have good makeup and pouting lips and gorgeous eyelashes. It's instilled. I think it's everywhere. It's not just the media world. It's everywhere. We women don't have enough confidence. We're not secured enough to love ourselves the way we are, and to top all this also plagues our mind. Like, this is how I'm supposed to look. This is how my eyes are supposed to look.
Just give me 1 second,
Yeah.
okay? Because I want to try and understand this part that
Yeah.
I'm not able to for some reason,
Yeah.
okay? So now when you said that media, it's portraying all
Yeah, all
these things.
yeah.
When I watch an advertisement or
Yeah.
something, I think, oh, she's gorgeous, okay. I'm now thinking that, oh, that dress size, I might not have it, so I'm forgetting about it. I'm not really paying much attention to it. Then I'm going to see some other, ad about a lipstick or something, and I'm going to think, oh my God, I want that lipstick. But I'm not really thinking, would it be suitable on my lips or not? This dress, will it look good on me or not?
Yeah.
And what is the pressure? Why
I
is the
think,
pressure? Why are we thinking that they're saying it to you that, hey, you don't have good lips, you don't have good hair?
But that stems again out of being secure and confident in yourself, by loving yourself. Why don't you feel the need to relate or resonate with that model over there? Why you don't want to look like J-Lo's figure, even at that age? It's because you're secure, you love yourself, and you're comfortable within your skin.
But I know.
And most women are not.
Why do you think?
Why? Because
Why would you want to be like J-Lo? Would you?
Yeah, why
would you
would
want to be?
Well, I think, after a woman goes through all these phases of having a baby and putting on weight, we all want to be looking good. We all want to be loved. We're not comfortable in our skin. I think it's a cult. It's
Why,
a society.
Jyoti? Why?
It's society.
Forget
pressure.
society. Why are we calling it
But
society?
we're all in that trap. But Vani, how many people are, you're probably 1 in 1,000 who feels this way.
But what I'm saying is,
yeah.
I never thought I want to look like J-Lo or
Good for you.
anybody for
Good
that
for
matter.
you. Good for you.
Why would anybody want to look like anybody else?
Again, I think it's all stems from our upbringing and what we've been through experience,
I'm
and
just
also,
saying, I see
Yeah.
even my sister doesn't
Yeah.
really believe in,
Yeah.
she feels, oh, she's too fat now. She was very thin for a million years,
Yeah.
but she didn't appreciate it that time. Now she's not thin anymore.
Right.
She doesn't appreciate what she's now, always feeling shy.
Right.
To be conscious about
Yeah,
herself, shying away from a lot of outfits just because she thinks that now her body's not good for it. So when it was very good, were you really excited about it? I didn't really see it. So I'm not even talking about people you grew up or anything. I'm just asking a simple question.
So I'm asking you the same thing. Why is her focus only on that? Does she have something else going on in her life that's more important than her weight?
I don't see it, though she believes it.
There you
Though
go.
she believes
There
it.
you go.
Alrighty.
Do you have time to think about how you're looking or how your weight or everything else?
Me?
Yeah.
I do have the time for
And you still
admiring
don't.
myself just the way
And
I
how
am.
did you get there? You trained yourself, right? And
Do you
how
know
did you
what?
arrive there?
You know what? Right when I was in school, okay, maybe I turned 10 or 11. Since then, I have been round. And it never bothered me.
Good for you. You're one of the blessed few then. Definitely one of the few blessed.
I
And I
am
feel it stems
always round,
Yeah.
all right? And I carried it like $1,000,000 and I walked around with it.
And you look great and you look beautiful.
Thank you.
See, and it all comes from the being secure, being comfortable in your skin, having peace. You've made peace with what you look like.
Yes, and I belong
Most
to
of
the
us-
same world. It's not as if I'm living in some
but
other
most
planet.
of us are always not making peace with who you are, what you like.
Yeah.
Most of us are trying to live the lives that our parents want, or our husbands want, or our friends want, or our in-laws want. So that's where it stems from.
True, that all
That's where
comes
it stems from.
and that comes to everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
now what you're saying,
Yes.
you know what?
Yeah.
It makes so much more sense. So I think at least if we can arrive at this one point and agree on it,
Yeah.
that society
Doesn't
or the
matter.
world, nobody is doing anything to you. All right,
You're
just
doing
have
it
a
to
problem
with
with
yourself.
your own
It's you.
self.
It's you.
Nothing else. So at least the least we can all together do
Yeah.
is stop saying, like blame it on the rain.
Yeah.
और कुछ नहीं मिला
Everybody.
तो societal pressure. क्या pressure कर दिया? तुम ये
नहीं।
कपड़े नहीं पहनोगे तो मैं मार डालूंगी.
नहीं,
ये
नहीं,
यहाँ पे
nobody.
तुम्हारा टाइट है मैं तुमसे बात नहीं करूंगी. Who
Does-
says that?
Who cares, really?
Nobody
And
cares.
like I said, it just stems. So it's
You
you.
spent,
Yeah.
$1,000 on your dress and
Yeah.
you came here, all
Yeah.
right? I must be wearing something that I got from Walmart,
Yeah.
and we both are sitting here. Nobody knows. Nobody pays
And
any.
and if somebody is
value to
judging
it.
you for that, then you really are in the wrong company.
Actually, nobody is.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, actually nobody is. When did we last hear somebody say, oh, you're wearing Walmart clothes? I don't think so. Right?
Well, it's all your perception. It's all in your head. It's how you think and how you
True.
feel.
You're right.
It's
you're
all
right.
your head. It's you
You're
do it to
right.
yourself.
You're right.
You do it to
because
yourself.
I've not heard anybody say
Exactly.
that.
And really, who makes these rules? We make this. I read. I did a course called Landmark Education, and I got to bring this up.
What's that?
Landmark Education is about self-improvement kind of course. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You go away. They make you live from the time you were born. They make you realize why you are the way you are. Live the life that you want without fear.
So
it
we're doing
tells you-
something like Landmark here, trying to talk about
Yes,
yourself from
it's
your
like your mind is a meaning-making machine. They tell you your mind is a meaning-making machine.
course.
Okay, let me give you a quick example. Say you called me, okay, and you'll say, "Hey, Jyoti, how are you? I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to see you in the studio." I'm like, "Sorry, Vani, this is just a bad time. Can I give you a call back? I can't really talk to you." And I hang up. Boom, I put the phone down. Right away, your mind goes to work. I'm like, "Oh my God, I called her with so much enthusiasm. I'm calling her to the studio, and look at her. She doesn't even really care. She didn't want, and she wants to call me back." You start thinking why she said what she said, and you make your own story. After a day or so, I call you back and say, "Hey, Vani, I'm so sorry. I apologize profusely. I was in such a bad situation. I was having an argument with my husband and my son, and it was just a bad moment, but I wanted to be polite and answer your phone. I was in a very bad stage at the moment that you called me." And that was it. But on your own, you made a meaning and you made a decision, you made a call like, she was so rude and she was not receptive, she was not friendly, whatever.
Yes, I'll
So
agree
it's
with
all,
you.
we do this
Lot
to
of
ourselves.
people I've seen
It's
them
your
doing
own
this.
perception,
Yes.
it's your mind. If you can control this mind, this is the most beautiful gift God has given you, but this is the biggest nuisance in your life. If you can, your mind is so powerful, it's your mind over body, it's your mind over everything.
Everything, that's
you
the
say,
fact.
"Oh my God, this is beautiful," it'll start looking beautiful. You'll say,
Correct.
"Oh my God, that's horrible." One
So
morning you wake up,
true.
"Oh my God, my body hurts, I don't feel good." You're going to start feeling sick. Your body's going to react to your mind. Your mind is a beautiful, powerful
Absolutely.
thing. Learn to control your mind, learn to harness your mind, learn to train your mind to be happy, to be content, to be peaceful, to love the person who you are. Your body language will change, your gait will change, your walk will change, your body demeanor, your smile will change. It's all you. Like I said, the commercial, no. All that is on the surface. That's just on the surface. Deep down there, it's your mind. It's you.
Totally.
It's you.
Any day.
So take care of yourself, and I think this is great. You bring, I'm hoping,
Yeah.
I'm saying all this, and somebody say, yeah, she's right, she's right. I can't allow people to tell me if I don't want to cook and I want to look shabby and I don't want to shower, I'm going to be like that. This is how I'm at. Okay, fine. You don't like me because I don't smell good. It's your problem. It's not mine.
Correct.
So how many people can arrive? That takes a lot of practice and it's all in your mind. You have to make a decision. This is what I'm going to be. This is how I'm going to be. I'm going to find peace in being myself. And when you're being yourself, you're confident and you're fearless.
Very true.
Address your fears. Get that monkey off your back. Yes. What is your fear? I raised 3 beautiful children, and I always tell them, and they laugh at me, get a blank white piece of paper. Write down. Go to the library, go to the lake. Write down what's bothering you.
Yeah.
What is annoying you? Okay, you can't make a decision. Write the pros, write the cons. It'll weigh out by itself. Talk to yourself. Yes. You won't believe, people find it funny. I talk to myself all the time.
But that's the only way to
exactly
live.
Like sometimes I do something.
Without talking to myself, I can't even live for a second.
Exactly. So sometimes I'll say, shut up, stupid. That's not the way it is. Oh, don't think like that. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Snap out. Don't think about it.
Exactly.
So you have to, that's soul searching.
Even
that's
today,
to know you.
when I have to go up the stairs to my bedroom and I have to switch on all the lights, switch off all the lights downstairs, whenever that happens, I have to go up alone. Mani, no, you're not going to get scared. You're not going to get scared. You're not going to get scared.
It's all your mind. It's all your mind.
But okay, you know what? Very, very beautiful. You know, everything that you were talking about. And I just realized one more thing.
Yes.
I think my biggest strength, so many people have asked me so many times, I'm lucky and I'm born this way, and even I thought I was very lucky, etc. But I think I figured something.
Tell me.
I'm too lazy.
You are too lazy?
I'm too lazy
and why do you say
bother about
other people.
Why did she say all that to me? Oh, she's not going to talk to me. Okay, all right. Next time when she calls me, says, oh, really? Oh, how sad. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
You're very fortunate. You're so self-sufficient in yourself.
I'm so lazy. All right. I can't. Okay. Oh, they are putting up that show and looking so beautiful with all those dresses because they're trying to tell me you can't wear me. No. I'm too lazy to think about it. If that's what people are thinking, looking at others.
More than the lazy part, I think you're very comfortable where you are. You love the person you are. Your peace and your contentment is there. You're not looking for something. You're not trying to please anyone. You're not trying to achieve anything. You're just the way you are, and take me as I am.
Because you know what? You can do everything in the world, and you know what? There'll be so many people that will not like you. So it's not about whether you have done it all or not. I think I realize that much.
And Vani, it depends on your circumstances. A lot of women, they're married, I see that they say, in an abusive relationship, and they'll say, oh, you're so lucky you were able to walk out of here because you make your own money. No, it's because you did not want to get up. You did not want to fend for yourself. You didn't find that strength within yourself. Because you know what? And don't use these scapegoats as others. Oh, I have little kids. I'm never going to find a job. How am I going to feed them? I don't want to. I feel lonely. I need somebody there. It's you. It's you and you and only you. So, and you've got to find that strength within yourself. You got to first figure, if you don't believe the right thing to do is to live a happy life and be yourself, it's never going to happen.
Yes.
So, some people
you can say that again.
Yes.
Because everybody needs to
know
that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I want each and everybody to know, and it's not just me saying it, okay? Because I'm not just one of those, overexcited, happy person that, life's just showered chocolates and ice cream over me. And no, I look like it, but it's not as if it's done that. You have to create your own life.
You have
happiness. You should want to be happy.
Yeah, and you have to find it within yourself. What makes you happy? Getting up late or getting up early morning? Walking late or whatever.
And complaining I didn't wake up is not anybody's problem but yours. Just change it, right? Wake up if it troubles you
that's
so
what I'm
much.
Saying. And can I also tell you one more thing?
Yes.
When you have the courage and you become fearless to be the person you are, all the people around start accepting you. You cannot change people, you can only change yourself. And when you change yourself, people around you change.
And even if they don't, how does it matter?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, basic
Well,
fact.
you know, I mean,
coming
as a
back to
mother,
one thing all the time.
Vani, you know, some people, maybe they have circumstances, so I can't really judge. You know, I mean, we are sitting here, we are talking, we are maybe the privileged ones that we can fearlessly live the way we want.
You know,
a
we
lot
are
of
not
time,
the privileged ones.
a lot
We
of
made
time,
the choice,
we
like you
made the
just
choice,
said.
yes.
How can you say you're privileged?
Okay.
You must have gone through hell.
Oh, trust me.
All
Trust me.
right.
It took a long time to become this Jyoti Soni. Trust me. It took
Totally.
a lot of work to
Totally.
and I think, you know, your life, and I feel like if you have lived a straight line, and there was something beautiful I read, I think it was by Tata, you know, he said, if you live a straight line of comfort and you've never had ups and downs, you've never had setbacks, and you've never had bad days, you're not really living your life. Even your heartbeat goes up and down, up and down.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Do you think there is any human being in this world that can actually have a straight line life?
Well, when I
Impossible.
say straight line, means like comfort, you know,
I
like you've
feel
never seen, you know,
impossible.
through adversity, you grow, your character surfaces, you come out
That's exactly what
a
I'm trying
winner,
to
and
say.
you recognize who you are.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's not an individual in this world that can ever
saying
have
that
a
it's all-
straight life,
yeah,
whether
there's
you
always
are
ups and downs.
Miss Universe, Mr. President, or what else, you know, if you're talking
but
about
it's
success.
how you know, how you draw strength out of that also. How you surface
Yes,
out of that.
yes.
How you submerge out of that.
Yeah, you know what? Wow, you're an awesome person. You know why? You are bringing out, you know, making me, you know, think and talk about things that
Yes,
that
you
really
know what I mean?
make sense.
And you
Two
know
things
what?
today. All right,
Okay.
just now you gave me one very good thing about what we talked right now. That you know what? You have to decide that you want to be happy.
it's you.
Otherwise, nothing
Nothing
can
can make
happen. You know, the
Yeah.
whole world can try to make you happy, but actually, it will not work for you.
And see, a lot
don't
of people
realize
get
it.
beaten down. Okay, if they have a bad circumstances, you accept the bad circumstance, you accept failure. That's why you're going to stay there. How much strength do you find within yourself to stand up and fight it?
Yes.
Every problem, there is a solution, guys. Trust me when I
So
say this.
true.
Every problem,
So true.
unless you want to find it.
Yes.
You know, there is a solution for it. It might not be the way you want it, but
Yeah.
there is a solution.
You're so
There's
right.
always a
And
solution.
shall I tell you one more thing?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You
Yeah.
are, wow. You said that there is a solution to everything.
Every
and
problem.
sometimes we don't want to fight, so we just take it.
Because, yeah.
What I'm saying is, there's one more choice that I use.
Okay.
You know, I make peace with it. You
Yeah, so
there
either
are
or,
things.
it's still something.
So there is a
you mean there's a
change.
change. It's still a change.
Exactly.
Either you accept it or you
Yes.
fight it. There are two
Easy
choices.
way out,
Either
you
way
know?
out. If you
Yeah.
yes, so if you're
I
comfortable,
can't fight it. I'm
Okay,
not
so
able
then
to
just
fight
make-
some
so you make
things.
peace with it.
So what I did, I made peace with it.
So that's still a
even that
decision,
little
right? That's
thing,
still a
That
decision.
little thing
Yes,
can
yes.
change the entire
your whole perspective towards life.
and towards that situation.
Absolutely. You either
It's
make
an
peace
easy
with
way
it.
out, by the way.
You know, like I lost my parents, okay, you know, recently. I was
Sorry.
very, very close to my mom and dad. I used to talk to them 3-4 times a day. Although, you know, when your parents are getting old, like, you know that they're going to go. It was the most difficult thing to
true,
accept.
so true.
How do you come around to accept the fact that, you know, your parents are gone?
Yes.
That it's no more.
Yeah.
It's end. This is the
Yes,
end.
yes,
I think
yes.
that's probably the only biggest struggle that I've gone through. Otherwise, I have, like in a jiffy, made a decision. I've cut my losses like that. You know,
Wow.
people like when they do businesses, they'll see it's not running. Nay, you know, put a little more money. No, it'll work. Trust me. If I do this, it's going to work. If I do that, it's going. Honey, it's not going to work. Don't keep because you're in denial. You want to pull wool over. No one likes to face ugly things.
Wow.
But honey, you have to face that fear, that ugly thing. Only then it'll be over and you can start breathing and living.
Wow.
Don't live with that fear. Don't live with the problems. This life is for a purpose and it's so beautiful. You know, walk out, look at the breeze, look at the flower, look at the birds, look at this beautiful conversation, look at the
Correct.
music, your children that you
Correct.
brought to the. There's so much
So
joy and cheer. Why would you not get out there and liberate yourself and live the life that you want?
And
And
focus
nobody
it
else can do
all.
it but you.
But you.
So if you're saying it's my husband or my children, I'm not buying it. It's you.
Nobody should buy it.
Nobody. That's why your platform is great. I'm hoping some women are watching
Yes,
it,
yes,
and it's not saying if
yes.
I can do it, you can. Yes, if I can do it, you can do it. I wasn't like that. I arrived here with whatever process I went through, and you can arrive there
And
whatever
you will,
process
and
it
it will be
takes.
different. Processes will be different because we
That's-
are
and
each
that's
one
it.
of us is
Yeah, yeah,
different.
we're all born
but the
different.
only fact is, what do you want to do? to keep that smile on your face.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Because I wouldn't want to exchange this smile for a
anything.
single second
Yeah,
for anything
yeah.
else in the world.
And Vani,
Somebody
what do
wants to
you-
give me $1 million and say that he's going to make my life miserable. No, thank you.
And think about it. How do you know you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and have another day?
Why do we
Another
not get the
opportunity.
simple point?
You could be walking down the road. I've heard stories where they've gone like this.
Exactly.
My
Why
God.
don't we realize that
Why
we are
don't you
so
that
stupid
our
in
lives
our
are so
minds?
fragile,
And we
you know,
think we're
in a
going to
minute.
live forever.
No, and we keep postponing.
Postponing
Oh,
everything.
you know, let me work hard, let me make
नहीं,
money.
1-2
I'll
साल
do
के
this,
बाद
ये
ये कर
कर-
लेंगे, हाँ?
Who knows? You're there after 2
Are you
years.
sure you're going to
Live now. At least live this moment. You know, there's a beautiful
Exactly.
song in the which is one of my favorite. आगे भी जाने ना तू पीछे भी जो भी है बस यही एक पल है.
Yes.
Own this. At least live this
आगे
moment.
भी
Forget. And you know, it's a beautiful
जाने
song.
दो.
And you know, especially
Yeah.
as Indians, we're always saving. We're always worrying about what happened. We're always worrying about what is going to happen.
So
What about now?
So true.
You know, I mean, come on,
So
live
true.
this moment. You may
You
not
know
have
what?
it tomorrow.
I think that space, I think a lot of people are trying to do compared to
the
a
olden
few
days.
years ago.
Yes.
है ना?
Mhm.
Now I see that everybody at least wants to do a holiday,
Yeah.
want to
Vacation.
party,
Yeah.
want to spend money on clothes, shoes, bags. You
Yeah.
know, be frivolous.
Yeah.
You know, because you can afford to be. Right?
But see, those
I
are still, I think, a little shallow for me. I think the
point,
real essence is
point to be noted.
over here.
Yes, yes.
Over here.
But I'm saying, ये तो अभी किसी का खुला ही नहीं है.
That's what
99% in the world.
That's the more
all
important
right. Yeah.
part,
This
yeah.
ये
You
तो
know,
कोई-
you go for 5 days for
nobody's
vacation.
going inside for
That's what
a
I'm saying.
second.
You go to Hawaii and you know go have a beautiful
But I'm
time and
saying
you come back
at
here.
least,
Yeah, effort is there.
That part,
Yeah.
okay, has changed by leaps
Yeah.
and bounds.
And you know, it's interesting you bring it up. A few days ago, I wrote something that, you know, to think or reflect is not in fashion because people don't think and reflect. They don't stop to think. You're just going very robotic life. Like, okay, where am I going? What am I doing? What do I want and where do I want to be? Do you ever ask? No, we don't. We
what
just
am I
go with the
complaining
flow.
about? Why am I sad?
Exactly.
Why am I depressed?
Get
There must be
answers.
a reason.
It's because we don't address our fears. We don't address our uncomfortable situation or our anxiety. You know, we just keep going. We just keep living. Once you've attacked everything and
But
you've
we are
live with
complaining,
clarity,
I think. Do you
What-
agree to that?
what's that?
We're complaining more than we used to see others, like our
Because we're
parents and all
frustrated.
that. That generation, I
didn't
don't
know.
think we ever
And
heard them
think-
really.
not only us, look at our children, the amount of stress they live. I don't even remember how I went from school to college and I played on the streets. We had a beautiful
Exactly.
life.
You're so right. And I think we as parents for this next generation that we
Yeah.
have given birth to
Yeah.
are actually creating more stress for our
Yeah,
own children
monsters.
than the world
I
is,
feel
is
sorry
what
for them.
is my
I
point.
feel sorry for them.
Biggest sorry because you yourself are putting in most of the stress in their life, not they themselves, not
There's
their
so much
world.
pressure, yeah,
It's
yeah.
us
It's
because
it.
we are not able to sit in peace.
Yep, it's very
Oh
competitive.
my God, I
There's
won't
so
go
much
there because that part I've discussed it with a lot of
Yeah,
people,
don't
all
wanna
right?
go there.
And I know there were a lot of people who were ready to talk about it,
Yeah.
okay? So
let's talk
that
about
part,
something
at
else.
least, yeah, because there are so many things that you're able to talk that
Yes.
not a lot of people were able to talk yet. Okay,
Yeah.
so that part of it I would definitely like to bank on
Yeah.
and learn so much more from you in terms
Yeah,
of
and you know what?
okay.
We all draw strength from each other. You know, you have no
That's the
idea
only
how much I'll
way.
take home today.
Energy.
And you have to draw strength from everyone. It could be a 10-year-old or a 6-year-old. The way he reacted to a situation, I'm like, wow, he didn't get angry, you know? I mean, like, wow, that's beautiful. Next time I should learn from him.
Exactly.
Every person
That
who walks your life
happens when
learn.
you give yourself
when you're open,
time to
when you're open-minded.
absorb everything around you. I don't think we're absorbing anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right?
And also we have to draw strength. And it's
And
not
I
calling like taking advantage of every person who crosses your path has something to teach you because every person is unique in itself.
so true.
You know, like you said, every woman is beautiful.
That's
every
what
woman has
makes
something to
UVW so
offer.
special.
Exactly.
Every single woman
Every
who
single
sat
one has
there.
something to offer.
Every single woman who sat there.
Exactly,
You know,
and that's
whichever
what,
color,
and that's
culture,
commendable. You know,
community.
and that's what you're doing. You're bringing it all out. You're bringing it to the surface.
like I
You're
s-
bringing it to like, okay, you know, let it come out. Let it come out. And everybody,
This
every
is
time
my
something comes,
journey.
it's your journey. It's
I
a-
said it right in the beginning
Yeah.
when I started it, you know.
Yeah.
I think that if I could have, I realized as I grew up that there were so many things I did not do because I did not know.
Yeah, you didn't know
I
better.
didn't know better.
You didn't know better.
You know, especially things that had to do with life. My
In
life.
general, yeah.
In my life, all right? So about work, about all these things, we have a lot of help out there.
Yeah.
You know, anybody's ready to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But what I did, as the years passed, I thought, oh, if I knew this 6 years ago,
I would
have
done
done
it
something
differently.
different. And this was about personal life that I'm talking about,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So it's taken me so many years to even know about it. So
It's a
now when I
process.
want to start working on it, they do say it's never too late, but some things will never come back to you anyway.
time that's
you know,
gone.
the time's gone is so totally gone. And yes, it's believed that I want to move forward. I have done it already anyway. So,
yeah,
but
because we as people evolve, you know, we grow, we learn, we expose ourselves to books and movies, to people. Like today I'm exposing myself to you.
Yes.
You're exposing yourself to me. So
Exactly.
I'm learning another dimension of life from
Because I
you.
want to,
From
because
my
you want
experience,
to.
you're learning something else.
Because you
and that's
want
all
to.
it is. You've got
because you want
Yes,
to.
you want to.
You know, if you didn't want to, there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
anybody can
yeah,
do about
yeah.
it. But I think anybody who really wants to be happy will have to do this.
Yep.
There's no other way.
No other way.
You know, if you keep a wall,
Yeah.
all right, it's not going to help. So I felt that there were so many things I did not, if I could do, maybe things would be different for
Differently,
me,
yeah.
all right, and in a good way.
In a good way,
So I felt that maybe this is what we are missing. I wish some other lady,
Yeah, because
woman
you've
could
grown.
talk to me about
yes,
it.
because see, you've grown within yourself.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have evolved. You know,
but I
and-
still didn't know so many things, and I
But
thought
see, over the time,
the
yes.
more I talk to
people, the more you learn, yes.
I would know. And when it is friends, the people that you're very close with, they could tell you some things, but you know,
And it's an
everybody-
enlightening moment for you, like, wow, that made sense.
It definitely
You
is.
know, and that's a learning
but what I'm
moment.
saying is, from one person, there's not too much you can learn.
Yeah.
So if you keep it only to friends, then
Yeah.
again, you're not giving yourself the entire field to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
in, because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
so
You have to open your
much
heart
out
and your
there.
mind. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, there's so much out there. So
Yeah.
that's why I thought having a
And
new woman come here
every time and share something new, so everybody
So,
can draw strength and
yeah,
aspire.
yeah.
You know, it's funny. I have some people will call me like, Jyoti, whenever I'm down, I'm depressed, and I want to go back to school and do this certification where I can be like a counselor, because in my personal life, I've been through relationships, I've had setbacks, I've had failures, I've raised 3 kids as a single mom independently, and you know, people ask me, I'm like, I feel great, I feel extremely powerful, in a very peaceful state, I have no regrets, you know, it's fine. And they tell me, we call you, just I can like walk out a person who's ready to commit a suicide, because what I've learned to do is always look at the positive. Even if for a 5 minutes, if I start looking at a situation where something 10% of is also bad, I'm like, stop it, Jyoti, don't look at that. Look at 80% is good, it's fantastic. Don't worry about the 20%. So it's all your mind, how you train yourself
So
to be
true.
happy, how you want to be in peace, how you want to be content.
Okay, now, because, you know, it's so easy for people to perceive a woman like you and me that's all exuberant,
Yeah.
to think that life is
A straight line.
beautiful, it's a bed of roses, right?
Yes.
So I keep repeatedly telling people that I am definitely blessed in that way, that I am you know, wired that way most of the time, and
Yeah.
it's my lazy I am lazy, okay. You know, about many who
So
is
then
gonna
you
think
made
about
peace
all
with that. That's your
I
call.
Made, yeah, that's
This
my
is your
peace.
call.
It's my it's my call, right? I
Yeah.
thought I made peace with whatever I can't
Yeah.
really handle. Okay,
Yeah.
make peace with it. Too lazy to
Yeah.
bother about it. So it worked for me,
Okay.
right? So I'm able to stay happy. But now when you are talking about yourself, so I want to be able to talk to you about, you know, you have been telling me throughout, all right, that I train myself, I train
Yes.
myself, I train myself, right? So that means you were something different, and you went through some situations that actually brought you to this. So let's talk a little about that,
sure.
all right, a little about that quickly, that there must have been those really that changing moment
Of
that
course, of
happened
course.
through years of something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It
yeah,
can't
yeah,
be just
no. And I think, you know, and that is the thing, we all have those series.
Correct.
Some of us just throw it in the basket
Totally.
and don't want to look back.
Exactly.
It was a bad thing. Don't
Yes,
look at it.
yes.
No.
But if you're suffering through it, there's a problem.
There's a
But if
problem.
you're happy, it's okay. Like me.
Like you said, we make peace
yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm shoving it off, and
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not going
I'm
to
making
let that
peace with
affect
it.
me.
I don't want to look at it. Yeah,
I don't want to think about it. I'm going to just forget about it and live happily.
And also, you know what, Mani, the other thing I realized that you have to learn to know yourself. Like, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What do I want to be? Where do I want to be? Okay,
You know
I know
what?
I'm capable. I know I can touch the stars. I know I can touch this, I can be there. I have a lot to offer. I'm above average and I'm a hardworking person and I can do this. If I didn't know this, I would have succumbed to my circumstances.
Soni, beautiful. You know why? This is an aha moment right now for
It
me.
is an aha moment.
Because the basics.
Breakthrough.
No,
It's a
no,
break. Yeah.
Basic.
Basic.
Everything
Know
that we
yourself.
talked about till now will make absolutely no sense if you do not know yourself.
Who you are and what you're capable and what do you
What
want?
do you want?
What do you want?
What do you like?
And
What you
most
don't
people,
like?
and I think we should limit to women. I think there are a lot of men also like that. It's generally
it's
human.
general.
And we are so blessed, and it's a lot of soul searching. It's a lot of, and I wrote something, when the New Year's came and the Facebook, I write a lot. Everybody was bitching complaining, about writing the New Year's resolution, because every time you do a New Year's resolution, what is it? Okay?
Yeah,
oh my God, another New Year's, another resolution. Oh God, I don't want to do it. I know I'm going to fail at this. But I'm like, guys, wait a minute. It's a good thing. I'll tell you why it's a good thing. Because the minute New Year's resolution come, what does it make you do? Because you got to actually sit down, reflect on your life, see what's not working.
Correct.
What needs fixing.
Correct.
So it's a good thing.
But you know what? The funny part is most of the people are only thinking about the external
Yes,
stuff.
the way
like
losing the weight.
losing. Nothing really about
I want to be more happy. I want to
yourself.
be more peaceful.
How will you be?
Yeah, unless you know what makes you happy. What gives you the peace. What is it in your life that you want to change that gives you unhappiness?
So
like I
true.
tell my children, when they used to come home and they would say, oh, he's my friend, I really like him, da da da. My first question would be, Acha beta, why do you like him? Does he make you happy? Does he make you laugh? Like, what is it about him that excites? Because when the children are growing up, their friends are extremely important. They influence you and they make you who you are.
Wow.
There will be people who will uplift you. There will be people who will bring you down. So you have to surround yourself with people who are positive, who are energized, and who are on the same. Well, sometimes I come across a lot of negative people. I feel the vibe. You have to find a way to cut those off. Because if you feel that there's one person who's bringing you down, you don't need to be around that person. It could be anyone. It could be anyone. But how are you going to know unless you know who you are?
So true.
You have to first know who you are, and
So true.
then only you're able to fix your problem.
So true.
We don't know ourselves.
No,
We just walk
no.
through our life, and we've become so mundane, and unfortunately in this country we don't have enough time to reflect.
Yes.
So wake up in the morning, go to the park, sit for 20 minutes in the library with a paper. I'm not happy. Why am I not happy?
Tell me something. When was your moment when you knew that you are happy or you were not happy? When did you know that you know yourself?
It's a little bit personal. Let me start with that. I was, my parents married me to a gentleman that they thought was the right match for me.
Of course.
But we were totally not compatible at all. But, my father was in on a bed situation, and he kind of, how our parents emotionally get us.
Yes.
And I said yes, and I went through the 9 years where I was miserable.
But how did you know that you were not compatible?
Because
most of us, I think, have a struggle with that too. We don't even understand.
No, because
what's compatible
see,
and what's not.
right from the school days, I excelled in it. I would play my basketball, I'm painting, dancing, singing. I had a lot of things that I wanted to do. There was a lot of dreams I wanted, and the gentleman didn't want me to do anything. And there was no room for me to grow. There was no room for me to get that gratification, to get that achievement. I was excelled in school and college, and suddenly, as soon as I was, got married, I had to live as, and that wasn't me. How long can I pretend to be happy, being a housewife or being a mother? That wasn't me. I wanted my wings. I wanted to fly. I wanted to get out there. I wanted to explore the world. And I knew I'm capable. And the more steps I took, the more leaps I got, I found I'm better, I'm braver, and I'm brilliant.
And somebody was holding you back from doing
Yeah,
it.
doing it. And then, after that I went through another relationship where it was a big setback. It was a little abusive. And, this gentleman took away everything, sapped my financially, more, in every given way. I don't want to talk anything negative because it's not in good.
Not necessary.
And I said, oh my God, it's ground zero. How am I going to start all over again? I found the
So
strength.
you were married twice.
No, I had a relationship. I was married once and I had a relationship.
Okay.
And then I surfaced out, I'm like, you know what? No, I can do this crap. Who says that, you need always to, and again, it's a cultural thing. When you're being raised as a daughter, your father figure is everything.
Yeah.
Then it becomes your
One
brother.
minute, we'll just go back a step again.
Yeah.
Just for the simple reason that when we are talking about whatever we're talking, there are a lot of people that might relate to it.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay. And if you're able to talk a little more, including me, everybody wants to understand, right?
Yeah.
So when you
it's such a taboo, in our society. Nobody likes to come out and talk about it. But we need to talk about these things.
That as a woman, when you are talking about understanding each other, marriage is the biggest
challenge.
No, I mean marriage is the biggest thing
in our lives.
every woman's life, right? Because marriage, the minute you turn into a woman, you are already married. Only then come your jobs and stuff,
That's
right?
your
Everything
first thing.
else comes after.
Secondary.
Right? I mean, it happens, even that age and all that, right? People want you to get married at a particular age. Now things are changing, but I'm talking about our times, even before we start anything else, it used to be the marriage.
Always.
So the minute you turned into a woman, it's your marriage comes
that's
first.
on your radar.
Right? That's what comes into your life.
That's it.
So
that's the ultimate also, okay?
Yeah, it is so important.
That's all they want,
right?
like.
So that's why I'm talking about trying to understand that a little more. So how long did it take for you to really understand? Because most of us go through it not because we want to, because we don't know better.
You don't know better. And
so
I
how
think,
long did it take you to know?
I think I was always kind of a rebellious person. I was always out of the box. That was my personality thing.
Okay.
If there was something that was making me uncomfortable, I would stand up and say it.
And you would know it.
And let me tell you something very stupid. I was yesterday at, one of the stores, Macy's, okay? So suddenly they said, oh, we are so sorry. We only have one cashier. So we had a long line. So I yelled out, so does that qualify for us for 25% discount? And everybody cracked up and she's like, no. Wow. So I'm like, why don't you ask your manager? I don't care less, but everybody had a good laugh about it.
Wow.
But that's why I'm like, okay, I'm going to stand here for 20 minutes. You've only won and you're apologizing. What are we getting in lieu of that? Okay, and I wasn't expecting it. But that was the right thing to say.
So that's your personality.
That's my personality. I will not take anything bearing down.
So would you say that because you were the kind of person you were, and if you actually did not like something that happened,
I would stand up.
You would stand up. And maybe that would have created more friction?
It did.
Did it?
And then sometimes, yes.
I would think mostly it would.
I would think so. I think, being married or in a partnership, it's all about adjustment. Okay, there's no such thing as a perfect man and a perfect woman.
Yeah.
As long as you both are on the same goal and you're both on the same mission.
And that never
always happens.
So what do you mean always?
Biggest struggle.
Never almost
doesn't happen.
Never happens.
So it all depends, which is a stronger personality out of the two and which is going to submerge and surface.
Correct.
Okay, so I evolved. I grew and I was in, and he stayed there. Okay. So it was time for me to fly.
Okay.
And even when we parted, we have a lot of respect. We still talk to each other. We have a great relationship. Because I said, it's not just me being miserable. You're miserable too.
So true.
Why would I put you through something that you're not enjoying and I'm not enjoying? And the kids have a great relationship. We're fine. We have a great respect.
So how many years did it take you to come to that decision?
Oh, gosh. I can't even think back. About at least 2 decades. I would say 10 plus years. Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Years,
because
yeah.
you're saying
and I've now raised my children like that, and I tell my kids, if your two partners don't want the same thing in life, like, see, I want to touch the sky, I want to be ambitious, I want to do things, I want to constantly learn, I'm hungry for gratification, life and live it and enjoy it. I love singing, dancing, music, traveling, I paint, I do so many things. I have 2 businesses, I've built banquet halls, restaurants, I've had so many businesses. I've traveled all over the world doing weddings. I planned the Diwali at the White House. I've been in the television, the newspaper. I've done it all, but I still say my bucket list is full. I still have to finish my books. I still want to do this. I want to do a music video. There's so many things, you know what I'm saying? But And then here was my partner who just wanted to come home, take care of the kids. It wasn't going to work because I wanted to explore life. I wanted to live my life.
Correct.
So it's, again, I say it to each one on their own. Some people are satisfied just being who they are. Correct. And that's okay.
Correct.
I have my own sisters. We were all raised in the same family, but they are content with that. So if you're content and in peace, that's fine.
Content, because they are your sisters, maybe you know that they are content, but mostly it is also because fear.
Fear. And see, the thing is, people think, oh, I might not be successful, I might fail. If you fail, it doesn't mean that you don't, it means you're on the wrong road. There's another road you got to pick up.
But
I've
don't
changed
think
businesses.
That is the
so what is the fear? Why do you think women don't come out of their shell?
Because, okay, the first thing, like you said, the culture thing. Once you get married, I always believed, all right, till very recently, that this is it. Whatever it is.
Again, it's a cultural thing.
It is a cultural thing.
But then, you know what? We have
I'm
evolved.
very modern in my way of thinking otherwise. But somehow this one thing stays in my head.
It's to do or die.
Right.
They tell you you're married, अब तुम्हारी अर्थी निकलेगी वहाँ से.
नहीं निकलनी चाहिए.
That is the norm. But at what cost?
Nobody talks about all that.
And see, this is the thing. We don't like to talk about ugly things.
Exactly.
We want to put a band-aid and we want to cover it up.
Ugly. If you just want to talk about it, there is a perspective that you can get out of it.
It's a taboo.
I'm saying, don't make it taboo. I think that's my little mission here. All right, that at least, because I definitely want to know.
Yes.
All right. There are times that I'm feeling this is so
not fair. Vani, it's so funny you bring this up. And when I had to call it off, I had put down, does he make you happy? No. Does he inspire you? No.
Yeah.
Does he like who you are and appreciate who you are? No. And when you get 60 answers that are 70, 80 answers that are no.
What are you doing?
And then only 20 things like, oh, are you going to be more secure? He's around. He brings some home money. The kids have a father. And then you start weighing like, okay, when you outweigh you're happy and you're unhappy, then okay, then come on, open up your eyes.
Wow.
I did that exercise. Okay?
Wow.
I did that exercise. I wrote a book about it. I mean, it's like a full book. Then why are you with him? Why don't you have the courage to walk out? What is your fear?
Correct.
So you need to do that.
At least know that.
Even
if you don't want to do anything
because we are so scared, we don't have the courage and we've not been trained. I'm talking about the cultural thing.
True.
We don't address our issues. We don't address our fear. We think it'll go away. Honey, it's going nowhere.
How will
Get
it
that
go?
monkey off
Where
your
will
back.
It go,
Where will it go?
Where will
and
it
you're
go?
living with it day and night. Address it.
Yes.
And I think it's great, like, Vani, you have a platform here, and which is what I was trying to talk. Anybody who wants to talk to me, I inspire people. Like, I will talk to people.
Wow.
I had a situation, very interesting. It was a very traditional family. They took this girl, she was divorced and she had a baby and they wanted to marry her off because they felt that she's a burden on the family. They took her overseas and all the 4 sisters hounded her masis and her mom, and they trapped her to get married to one guy who came and met her, and he said, oh, I need a woman to take care of my children and somebody who'll cook for me. So kind of, okay, you're looking for a maid or whatever. So this woman called me frantically and she was overseas and I had to get her out of that situation because they were not allowing her to get out of it till she married this guy.
Wow.
Today, she thanks me. I ran into, she was with me for a little while till I could sort the situation. I bailed her out of that situation. I went and talked to the parent. I'm like, this is your daughter. How can you do this? And you know what? It wasn't that she didn't want to be happy. She didn't have the courage to stand up for herself.
So true.
And people like you, people like me, I want to be there. I want to say, honey, it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay to want to be happy.
But you know what? I talk so much, but I don't have these guts.
No,
I'm so.
you have to find
it's very surprising that
Wani, but that
when
comes
it comes
out
to
of
some culture thing.
No, because you know what? This comes out of adversity. I've been down in the dumps where I haven't known tomorrow morning where I'm going to pay my mortgage from, or where I'm going to find the strength to even stand up on my own. How am I going to come out of this situation? Because this was very recent. And it was there. You just have to find that strength in you.
Yes.
And you got to ask that question.
Yes.
Get that damn paper pen down, write it down. And I said to him, like, why couldn't you stand up for yourself? You were miserable and you were going to get trapped and you had no idea. What if I didn't answer your phone from overseas? What if I wasn't strong enough to help you out?
Correct.
Today you would have been in that situation for the rest of your life.
Again.
Again.
Yeah, again.
You walked out of one relationship in a worse situation, young, gorgeous, beautiful woman. So this is what I say, you know, most people, it's not just the women, most of us, we don't do soul searching. We don't reflect. We don't, you know, I wake up every single morning between 5 to 7. I do my kirtan, I have my meditation, I reflect. I reflect like, okay, what's making you unhappy? What's bothering you? I like control. I like order. I'm a perfectionist to the core. I have a lot of idiosyncrasies. So I have no choice. When I lay down in bed, you know, yesterday I was telling my daughter, thank God for the night. So she's like, why, Mom? I said, because if it was dark and not night, I would still be working. You know, and I have this idiot. I'm like 16, 18-hour person. I'm an idiot. I would keep going. They call me the pink ever-ready bunny, going. All my people who work for me, I've learned a boot camp, you know, with my, they say you're like the going, and the pink bunny. And they'll say, you don't stop, even go to the bathroom. Damn it, because of you, we even can't take a break to go to the bathroom. Can you just go to the washroom so we can take a break? Wow. But that's how I'm wired. Because I'm excited about life. I was excited about coming and seeing you. I'm excited about the weather. When the weather comes, like Thursday's going to be 60 degrees. Wow. You know, I'm taking my daughter to Cheesecake tonight. Wow. Yes. I have one friend. I can call him anytime when I have a great news or a bad news, or when I need some confidence, some comfort. Wow. Exactly. So many reasons to celebrate.
Wow, yes.
Count your blessing. It'll surprise you what the Lord has done.
Yes.
Because you don't think.
So true.
You don't reflect.
So
you
true.
don't do soul searching. You're just living. Are you really living? No, you're not living. And I'm, you know, trying so hard with my children, with my friends, everybody who I touch, everybody who was within my circle. And they all tell me, what is wrong with you? Early morning you get up and you have all this energy. What are you drinking? I'm like, no, I'm not drinking anything. I'm just high.
Drunk on life.
I'm just drunk on life. Because
that.
this life has so much to offer.
There is so much.
So much to offer. You know, that look at that beautiful balloon, that flower, the gentleman who's taping us.
Yes.
Walk out, you know, the beautiful breeze, the lovely song that came on the radio. You know, there's so much. I love it. I love it. I have so many reasons to be happy. And again, you know what, Vani? It's your goddamn mind. It's all here. It's all here. It's all here. You know, with my business is also same thing. I program myself. I walk into a meeting, I program myself. I'm going to get this guy to sign this dotted line. I mentally program myself. I walk in.
What do you do, by the way?
Recently, I opened up a restaurant in Manhattan. It's called Zyka. It's right in front of United Nations. And I also have a catering company. But I've been a wedding planner. I've done it all. You know, don't ask me what I haven't done.
Zyka.
Yes, it's called Zyka, which means flavors. It's only 2 months old. So please welcome. You know, anytime you got to come.
I have
it's right, 44th Street, 2nd Avenue. It's right in front of United Nations and Grand Central. So you have to come by.
Fantastic.
And I have a catering company under the banner Flavors. So we do weddings at all different banquet halls. All the hotels. I've traveled to Puerto Rico, to India. I've done weddings all over. I'm writing 3 books right now. 2 are almost done. 3rd one is on relationship.
You do weddings?
Yes, I do weddings. I do everything. It could be bar mitzvah, it could be sweet 16, it could be anniversary, but primarily 80% of them are weddings.
Weddings. And like you do them outside of this country?
Yeah, all the time. Go to Puerto Rico, go to India, go to Canada, everywhere. I go with my staffs, we cook, we design the whole wedding from the decor as a planner, and now I'm focusing more on the catering aspect of it. Because food is my passion. I was born and raised in Myanmar, in Burma. So I came to India when I was 14. Didn't know a word of Hindi. So I walk into a Catholic convent school. They're like, we can't take her in the 2nd grade. She doesn't know a word of Hindi. So we had to learn, you know, right from ABCD. I had to learn Hindi and crawl my way up because we did. So I said, I want to be an Indian with a vengeance. No, you know what? We used to have one teacher in Burma, and all my memory of India was ka se kaua, ga se gai. So they told me write an essay on guy. So the guy was ga, and ya. So guy gives milk was English. Guy eats grass was English. So that became like such a joke. Like, look at this is the essay on guy in Hindi. I didn't know any word.
So you were born in Burma.
Yeah, Burma and Myanmar.
What was your dad was doing there?
He was a timber merchant. Yeah, and we were, you know, we had a beautiful life over there. And then, you know, there was a military coup. Yeah, I was raised very affluent, you know.
I'm sure.
Known as King of South Burma.
Of course.
He used to contract the whole forest and, you know, bring teak wood out and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, we had like Zail Singh and Talat Mehmood and Birju Maharaj, Dalit Kumar, Saira Banu in our homes. Wow. And then, you know, that's like any dignitary who came from India was entertained by my parents.
That's a different life altogether.
Totally different life. And then suddenly look at this, and you know, I aspire from my father too. So Burma got nationalized, so we came as refugees to India. So my father had 5 daughters to take care of.
5 daughters?
5 daughters to take care of, and he had nothing over here except a home that my Nanaji had built in Delhi. He had to start from ground zero after living that life. So I draw strength. I saw him like if he was able to do with 5 kids, what the hell is my problem?
So how old were you when you came to India?
14.
14.
Yes.
So all your childhood and everything is really.
I still speak Burmese. I can still cook Burmese food. I can't read and write anymore.
Wow. What
Burmese.
are your memories of Burma?
We did a very affluent life, and it was beautiful. It's just like Thailand, Singapore, Bangkok, the Asian part of it. And it's very different from what was India. I think it was a simpler life. It was not competitive. People are not, what should I say, conniving is not the right word. And it's funny, when we came to India, everybody would say, oh, we want to marry our girls only to a boy from Burma. Because our whole makeup, how we have the Gujaratis who are from Africa.
Correct.
We want to, keep it. So we want to contain all our girls and boys within the Burma community, because we all thought the same way. I remember, like, my parents were crazy about music. My dad played the bansuri, my mom played. We all sing, we all play piano, we all golf. Everybody is like loves life and does a lot of things.
Wow.
But I'm a little different from like my mom.
So your life in India, did you actually like the change?
Oh, I wanted to become an Indian with a vengeance, because from the street food to the movies and the music, I was like, wow, now I get to do all that. I love it. I'm very Indian at heart. Wow. I love going to India. I love going to India.
Awesome.
I love it. I eat on the street. I'll eat golgappas over there, and there's a nala going, and they all look at me like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what? What? I don't want to sit in a fancy restaurant and have pani puchkas or golgappas. It doesn't taste anything. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Good for you. I look at it and I got sick.
No, I eat everything.
So badly wanted to eat pani puri in India.
I eat everything.
And finally,
not
last year, I think a couple of months ago in Jan, finally in some place I found this guy who was wearing
Bisleri
gloves.
water.
No, gloves pehan ke,
they use Bisleri water.
Yeah, and there was some kind of roof on top. But it has to come from their hand. That maza, you never get it on a tray with all those things.
You go to India for what? Besides seeing your friends and relatives, is the food.
Absolutely,
or shopping.
Absolutely.
Shopping is, that's a whole different thing.
Yes.
I have way past that. I hate shopping now. I only go because I have to. And that's again another phase you go through. Another phase you evolve. And there was a time I would love to go to the mall and shop. Now it's like it's like a compulsion.
I mean, everything. For example, look at me today. I mean, I had to come directly from work, and I didn't care less.
Yes.
I thought, I'll just go and sit down like this in front of the camera. A couple of years ago, I couldn't have. I thought I would die.
See?
Oh my God, I have to be dressed right. How can I be like this?
Yes, you know why? Because
I love dressing up.
Because you love yourself, because you've learned to know who you are all about. I'll tell you one thing that I have learned through. If you can look in the mirror and say, I am damn good. I'm proud of myself.
I do that every day.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it. You know what? You have to be, you have to be able to look into your eyes, because you can lie to the whole world. You can't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't have respect for yourself,
who else will? Who else will?
And it all boils down to that.
And I feel that is such common sense. But the other day, one of my beautiful guests here, my friend Nutan, was saying something that makes total sense. Common sense is not so common.
It's not.
Because
I think more than the common sense, Vani, I think is that people don't think. People don't think.
No time to think about yourself. So busy thinking about everybody else but yourself. In a good way and bad way. Even thinking about bad things about others. This guy is making my life miserable. Instead of going on thinking about this guy, what shall I do about it?
And also, I'll repeat myself, you cannot change people.
Never.
You can only change yourself.
By the way, forget people, your circumstances, your surroundings. You cannot change a single thing in this world. The only thing that you can change is yourself. So what? Do it here and be happy.
That's it.
But oh my God, girl.
We have so much more to talk. We could keep going.
Can you believe it? We're all up for time, and I didn't really get to speak with you. But so many things that I would have wanted to.
So many topics, so many subjects.
But whatever you have spoken, few of them were like real revelations for me.
And I think it comes with experience, I'm way older than you are. And I've seen
no,
more.
no. You could have, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, how many people in this world do you see? Like my mom the other day when
Yeah.
she was saying something to me. So
Yeah.
when you were really talking about age, she was saying something, all
Yeah.
right, and I said, "Oh my God, mommy, I wouldn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
I'm way younger than you. You've had way more experience than me. You're so much more older than me, mommy. You're
you've
still
seen it a lot.
thinking like."
Yeah.
You know what? Even I'm not thinking at my age.
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
Like that.
So what I'm trying to say here is, with every passing year, you
Yeah, we
should
learn.
do differently. We should be able to think differently. And if you're not able to do that,
Yeah.
well, when I talk things like that, just because you wore your glasses,
we
I
look
thought,
like-
you know
That's why
what?
somebody said to me,
nerd.
You're
Okay,
not-
so I do talk about things like I am a nerd, but maybe I'm not.
No,
All right,
You look
I
beautiful.
just am.
You look like.
Oh, thank
you know,
you.
it's
I'm just
funny.
a lover of life.
One day I put my glasses on and somebody says to me, "You look very intelligent with the glasses." I'm like, "Okay, thank you for telling me that I'm not intelligent." but the glasses
I don't
making
know
me
if
look
I looked
intelligent.
that. Recently, I wanted to give myself a
look
different look,
intelligent.
and I did it. But I
do.
don't know if today I'm actually
You're looking
really.
nice.
I don't know if I'm looking like
We
a
both
nerd
look
or not.
looking-
You look super
Straight
cool.
from home.
By the way, you look super cool. So why not? We wore these glasses. Okay, very nice. But I have to say that
There's so much to talk, but
it was not just a pleasure, a privilege having you here.
Oh, thank you. We got to do it
okay?
again. There's so much we can talk about.
Absolutely. And you know what you said earlier when you walked in, that I think we're going to be friends for life. I want to be friends for life.
We will be friends
I
for life.
definitely
Thank
want to
you.
be.
Because
All
we're
there's
going to learn so much
we
from
could
each
learn.
other.
I can't
Yes.
begin to imagine what
And
all I
that's
could
one
learn
thing that I
from
do
you.
want to say on the
Please,
closing,
please,
okay? And I
please.
want to say this.
That
not
is your camera. So
oh,
you
that
can
is my
say,
camera.
Yeah. You
I want
can-
to say this to all the women, okay?
Yes.
I wasn't born like this. I became like this because I had a hunger to learn. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly reading up. Technology fascinates me. There's still so many things I tell my kids to teach me that it irritates the hell out of them. I became the person I am. I worked very, very hard to be where I am. Like a lot of people say that you stand up because you make your own money. My money doesn't grow in the backyard in the tree. I don't go pluck it. I work my
And
God
right
of
at
all,
this
you know?
spot, I'll have to remind people
Yeah.
one thing. Just pause, okay?
Yeah.
Keep your thought right there.
Okay.
Don't lose it. I'm sorry.
That's
but
okay.
I have to let people know, okay? This is so important that you also said that you went down to the dumps.
Zero.
All right?
Completely.
Let nobody forget that. People will forget that very easily and just remember that you said you have a great life. All
Yeah.
right? No, that's so not true. It's so important for everybody to know that you had the courage to let yourself to go down into the dumps.
And
all
then
right?
arise.
Let's stand for what is right for
What is
you.
right. And
Okay,
you know,
only because of that reason you went
Exactly,
down
yeah.
and then pull yourself up. Yes,
yeah,
please
because
continue.
I'm very ethical. I cannot. It's black or it's white. There is no gray in my life. So the point that I was going to try and tell people, and if you see me like this, and we can come across like we know it all, and we are very clear and we are very confident. We have weaknesses also. We have fears also. So don't get intimidated by somebody like me or Vani here. Reach out to us so we can help you,
Yes,
because
yes.
we work to be where we are today. You can be there. It's just a matter of reach out. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not Jyoti, I'm not Vani, I can't do what she did. You can do it.
Exactly.
You can do it.
Exactly my point.
So, and draw
I
strength
want
from
to
us.
repeat
Draw
that.
strength from her. Reach out to us. Find
and
it within
everybody
yourself.
around you.
Exactly.
There must be people.
Yes, there are.
But let's try and be real.
Yeah.
All right, let each one of us women, as women, especially when we are talking to a group of women, let's try to be as real as possible, and
possible.
stop trying to
Impress
hide things,
or hide.
because everybody knows
Yes.
that you didn't come from home
Yeah,
looking
we have
this,
so many
feeling
fears.
this wonderful.
Exactly.
No.
Like she has fear going in the dark to her room.
Exactly, and that's
There are
just
so
one
many
of
things.
the things.
I'm horribly claustrophobic. When I get
That's
in the
just one
elevator
of
all
the
alone,
things.
I feel the elevator is going to stop and I'm going to get trapped.
Yes.
We all have those fears.
I had, argument with my husband before I walked
Yeah.
out of the house. And we don't need to be ashamed of that
This is
and act
normal.
like we never
Everything
had anything.
hunky-dory,
We woke
no.
up like this,
No,
like
we don't.
sunshine, and we're spreading
yeah.
it. Yeah, if
Yeah.
we try to do that with
Yeah.
each other, I think we'll make this world a much
Much
better
better
for
place.
each one of us.
I want every woman
Oh,
to breathe and
mwah.
live.
Yes,
Breathe
yes,
and live.
yes.
Because we are so beautiful.
And the
Life is
biggest
so beautiful.
takeaway from you today that everybody should know is know yourself. That's for everybody out there. For me, so many other things that I didn't, but we don't have time for going through all that. But I can't thank you enough, Jyoti.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wow.
And
You
I
know
love,
what?
and you can see that I can talk. Okay?
Yes, and your name.
Any topic.
And your name, Jyoti, you are really
Enlightened.
Jyoti light. Okay, that has given so much of light to us.
Oh,
I
God,
thank you from the
You're so humble. So
bottom,
sweet.
of my heart. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And I'm really, really, truly hoping that whoever is watching this,
Yes.
they take something home.
Please do.
Because that's the only reason that
why
we're
we
here.
are talking. Why we are talking.
Why Vani has created this and why I'm here. Because
Yes.
I have been through, I want everybody to learn from my mistake, learn from my strength.
Yes.
Get out there, guys, do it.
Yes.
Life is so beautiful. Live it.
Yes.
Live it.
Yes. You
Completely.
gave yourself an opportunity, not once, but twice, thrice.
Twice.
All right.
And I'm still ready, okay? Because to be loved is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Feeling in the
And to
world.
love.
Yes.
There's
yes.
nothing wrong to be in love.
To be scared of or
to be
ashamed
scared of love. Just because
Yes.
you've had one bad experience, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean everything is going to be bad.
Or it doesn't mean that
It doesn't
other
mean
person was bad.
bad.
It's
And there's
just that you
nothing to
couldn't
be
get-
ashamed of. You
And
know what
that
I'm
the
saying?
only thing is that you were not compatible.
Exactly.
And
you know,
nothing wrong with
and
it.
most people don't like it. Still, there's a stigma about it.
huge.
But you know what? I'm not ashamed of it.
You're proud of what you're doing, and you should be.
I'm here. And they're like,
you're
you're Miss Soni. Yes, I am
you're
Miss.
talking about your exes with respect.
With
what
respect,
else is needed?
absolutely, and we
That
still-
everybody deserves respect.
And to the point, I can pick up the phone and call him at 2 in the morning. I need his help, and he'll be there.
Wow.
He'll be there.
Amazing. Amazing.
How better can life be?
Jyoti, Soni, this was the most wonderful hour. You know,
Thank you.
Not just today, but
And we're going to have a
I
lot of
must
good
say,
times,
yes,
some fun
yes.
times
Thank you
together.
extremely. You keep smiling,
Thank
all
you.
right, and you too, because you know that I want nothing better than all of you to take care of yourself. Keep smiling, take care of yourself,
Yeah.
and yes, remember that I will come back with another beautiful, gorgeous guest next week right here. And I can't wait to have you all join me back. And you're never, ever going to forget how much I love you.
Oh.